Good morning. Welcome to Headlines in Bed. Today is Thursday, February 18th, 2021. Thank you for joining me. Good to see you. Grab a cup of coffee, some tea, a cup of yogurt. Get yourself comfortable. And let's get started with today's headlines. And we'll start with Bloomberg, another new news source for me as I continue to look for reputable and well-informed, well-sourced, I should say, news sources. Cameron LNG declares force majeure energy update. Natural gas prices plunged 99% in Oklahoma as supplies recovers. Texas restricts sales of natural gas outside the state. Is this okay? Cruz travels to Cancun amid power outages in Texas, Fox says. Latest markets. First Energy climbs as Icon plans to take stake in utility. U.S. regulator calls for mandates to avoid another Texas crisis. Business. Deutsche Bank cut bonus pool plans after criticism from ECB. Economics. U.S. jobless claims hit 4-week high and fresh labor setback. It was the second straight increase after the prior week was revised higher. Politics. Biden immigration agenda takes shape. The president's proposed legislation is rolling out today. Liveblog. GameStop mania is poised for scrutiny on Capitol Hill. U.S. stocks decline, Treasury yields resume climb, markets wrap. Lawmakers overseeing GameStop top U.S. market participation. Peter Fye says markets almost broke during GameStop mayhem. McDonald's ties executives paid to diversity, releases data. McDonald's seeks gender parity in management by 2030. They're giving themselves 9 years. Nice. I wonder how many years an employee gets if they don't perform according to expectations and benchmarks that the company has set. Jeffrey Gundlach says Bitcoin may be a better bet than gold. The long-time gold bull changes his mind. Opinion. Liam Denning, Texas red-blooded energy market is on ice. Nice play on words, but I don't understand the meaning. Should the government try to stop more GameStops? U.S. leadership can help end the crisis in Ethiopia. Bankers love their Porsche 911, so let them buy shares. After the pandemic, put women first. Melinda Gates and David Malpass. The most important business stories of the day. Okay. Most read. Roaring Kitty sued for securities fraud over GameStop rise. Cryptocurrency. Sleuths point to Robinhood as Dogecoin whale. Bitcoin keeps hitting new heights as cryptomania accelerates. Facebook blocks news in Australia and warning for the world. How the rich can escape America's unreliable power grid. Music mogul buys Beach Boys songs, calling band underappreciated. The Beach Boys are underappreciated? Maybe. CEO charged with choking woman, Gardner's board support, not rebuke. Sonic Automotive. 100 million workers may need to switch occupation by 2030. Latest on virus. Read our free coronavirus coverage here. AstraZeneca COVID vaccine clear for emergency use by WHO. Greece tells EU chief to prevent further vaccine delays. More than 186 million shots given, COVID-19 vaccine tracker. Americans who made fortunes during COVID save on taxes by giving it away. Is this high-speed train the first mega project of the Biden era? The creative repurposing of plywood from boarded-up stores. How white liberals destroyed the 1970s Soul City. Post-COVID, transit agencies must look beyond ridership. When is a gas station not a gas station when all the cars are EV? Okay, well, with that, I think we will thank Bloomberg. I like this news source, and I hope we'll see more of it in the future. But next, we're going to go to yet another new one, Vice News. And in fact, yes, I am in news, right? Why does it not say news? Let's see. Am I in news? Yes, I am in news. Trump survived impeachment, but now his criminal nightmare begins. Trump's legal team botched an easy layup. They were mocked and ridiculed, but now he's facing criminal probes in New York and Georgia. The latest. It sure looks like Ted Cruz went to Cancun while Texas freezes and starves. Photos may have been circulated online of the senator taking a flight with his family. Florida's governor threatened to take away vaccines after county officials complained he gave them to the richest neighborhood. Governor Ron DeSantis personally arranged for an exclusive vaccine site in a wealthy community. Kylie McKinney posted a reference to QAnon, and they are thrilled. Trump's former press secretary alluded to the con in a tweet on Wednesday. Why were Portland police guarding a dumpster of discarded food? People tried to salvage the perishable food a grocery store was throwing away during a power outage. Then the cops arrived. Wow. This doctor says Black Americans should be provided with COVID vaccine. And what authority does, quote, this doctor, unquote, have? You can't think of a vaccine almost as medical reparations. It's the 40 acres and a mule, but of 2021. The citizen's arrest law that protected Ahmaud Arbery's killer is finally getting reformed. Nearly a year after the 25-year-old black man's death in Georgia is finally doing something about it. Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyer says she was abused in jail. Her restrictive conditions, searches, and constant surveillance correlate directly to BOP negligence resulting in the death of Jeffrey Epstein, said. Top Michigan Republican just lied about dead people voting. State Senator Mike Shrinkey is spreading this nonsense in a state where extremists attempted to kidnap the governor and armed militias regularly menace the state capitol in Lansing. Watch Trump's casino in Atlantic City get demolished. It went down pretty easy. Joe Biden says he won't eliminate $50,000 in student loan debt, and the left isn't happy. AOC and Ayanna Pressley took issue with the president's comment at a town hall. Just because they proposed an idea doesn't mean that the president has to support that idea. Did he say he would support that idea during his campaign? Department of Homeland Security confirms neo-Nazi leader used to work for it. The leader of terror group The Base once worked for an agency tasked with coordinating the U.S. government's counterterrorism efforts. Yeah, well done. Poop could be our new secret weapon against mutant COVID strains. There's a golden opportunity to track deadly virus Variants of the virus in the sewers. Okay. I mean, Vice. I'm gonna think about it, but thank you. We close today with the New Yorker, and let's see. I always thought of the New Yorker as a more of a social, culture, literary magazine, but let's see. Cultural comment. You age, the age of peak advice. You can get live tips from a greater diversity of voices than ever before, but what are we really searching for? News and culture. Naomi Osaka's win against Serena Williams felt like a passing of the torch. Oh my goodness, I missed that. Naomi Osaka's win against Serena Williams felt like a passing of the torch. Oh, I want to see that. Wow. Politics, protests, and pandemics. Blaming the win for the mess in Texas is painfully absurd. What are magazines good for? When climate change and xenophobia collide. Texans in the midst of another avoidable catastrophe. The state's power grid was couched as a badge of individualism. When the storm hit, the onus, sure enough, fell on the individual. Bad dog. To love another animal is to remind ourselves of how strange, complex, and irresponsible our behavior can be. The voice that gets lost online. The internet gave us a new language. Did it take one away? Who really created the Marvel Universe? Stan Lee presided over a world of superheroes, but his collaborations and readers sustained the vision. A survivor center tries to survive the pandemic. As the coronavirus pandemic ravages Kentucky, those who help others for decades are themselves hurting. Inside the worst hit country in the worst hit US state, Cuomo's indefensible refusal to vaccinate inmates, the enormous risks of atmospheric hacking. History will find Trump guilty. Reversing Trump's damage to Latin America, the evolution of Alexei Navalny's nationalism, a clash of orthodoxies in the real houses of Salt Lake City. Tove Diethelfsen, Art of Estrangement. We were just saying how much we miss dining indoors. Okay, well, with that, I thank the New York, and that is Headlines in Bed for February 18th, 2021. Thank you for joining me. It's sunny outside. It looks like it's going to be a great day. Make it so.